Welcome back to PAX 2014. I'm Carlos Abdul, the Angry Elf, coming from the Outerhaven.net. Here it is my pleasure to have CEO of Supergiant.
I mean, creative director. No, you don't have a CEO.
All right, well, that's practically the CEO. Creative director, the mind behind Bastion and Transistor. Greg, it's nice to meet you.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm enthralled by this game.
Thank you.
I have been waiting for this ever since the previous PAX when you announced this, and words cannot describe this. But Kate, you do your best. Do your best.
Oh man, yeah. We part of the reason we like just letting people play it is so we don't have to describe it for people. Yeah, because it's a little. I think kind of like Bastion, it's a little weird to describe, but we consider it an action RPG. It's in a science fiction setting this time, where you play as this character with this kind of rather unusual weapon, and you fight your way through this futuristic city, kind of figuring out why these strange things that are attacking her want her dead. So that's the setup. But from a gameplay standpoint, we wanted to take. Man, this is PAX happening behind me, by the way. It's a really good backdrop. Sorry. What a way to lose my train of thought. But yeah, we wanted to kind of blend the immediacy of action RPG gameplay with like a more kind of strategic feel. So and you probably got a sense of that as you played.
What is the engine called for that? I would kind of call it a tactical movement engine.
Yeah, we call it like a planning mode in the game. It's called Turn, the name of the ability. But yeah, you have this powerful ability essentially to like stop the whole world around you almost whenever you want, and plan out your next set of actions and execute them in kind of a supercharged fashion. So it gives you a very powerful ability, but in turn you're fighting these forces that are fast and hard-hitting themselves. So.
Who came up with the idea of this?
I mean, we're a small team. We were 7 people on Bastion. We're 12 people on Transistor, but we come up with all this stuff in a very kind of collaborative way. Early on, as the ideas for this game were forming, we wanted to, like I said, like kind of blend the action RPG feel with some of the kind of thoughtfulness of classic turn-based strategy and tactical RPGs. So that's kind of that was what the idea was, and then it took us a while to get to this particular mechanic. But when we happened on this and we noticed that people on the team were like all using it in different ways, that's when we started to get pretty excited about it, because we liked how it opened up gameplay and let people play kind of their own way.
Let me ask, how did Supergiant Games first start out?
Yeah, we started back in September 2009. The co-founders are Amir's right behind me. Amir and Gavin Simon, who were 2 colleagues of mine. We were all working at Electronic Arts in Los Angeles on the Command & Conquer series. But we were playing these games like Braid and Castle Crashers that just really, we were really blown away by these smaller games made by just a few people that had kind of more personality, higher quality than a lot of bigger games.
Creative quality, more personality, more heart.
Right, and so we basically kind of quit one by one, and Amir and Gavin moved into a house and started working on Bastion, and I joined them the following year. The team grew to 7 people, but Bastion was our very first game, and thankfully it ended up doing quite well enough for us to be able to stick together and make something new. That's what we really wanted, was to just be able to stick together and keep doing this stuff for as long as possible.
Now, right here, you're demoing the PS4 version of Transistor.
Yeah.
What other platforms is Transistor going to be on?
It's just coming to PC via Steam as well. That's all we got for now.
No Xbox One or anything like that?
No, since we're small, we really need to focus, so we were. Like Bastion started off on just one platform, then came to PC, came to all these other places later, but that was just based on the circumstances that came up at the time. Like, we don't want to spread ourselves too thin by trying to be in too many different places, so we knew we wanted this game on PC. We also really wanted it on console, and the PlayStation 4 was the right choice for us. So beyond that, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We haven't ruled anything out.
Let me ask, do you have any newer projects on the vine this Transistor?
Nope, we sure don't. My joke is that May 20th, the release date of this game. It's like the end of the Mayan calendar for us. We have like no future beyond the release date of this game. We don't like to count our chickens before they hatch, you know, and we've put everything we've got into this game, but we know not to kind of assume anything. We're just going to be there to support the launch as best we can, and then we'll take it from there.
Wow. I want to think, who is the person behind the soundtrack this time?
It's the very same person as who did the soundtrack on Bastion, which is Darren Korb. He's our audio director and composer. Once again, the music is a very big part of this game, so I see from your...
I especially love when you're in turn mode, you said to finally hear Red's voice. And
no, I'm glad you noticed that. That to us, that's a really... we really like that aspect. The music is a really big part of this game, so I'm glad you enjoyed what you heard of it so far.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. I cannot wait for this game.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the whole rest of it.
And this is the Angry Elf signing off for just a little while.